Hi, my name is Karina and I'm with Moven's Developer Relations Program. Today I'm here to show you how easy it is to integrate Moven with your Android application. Moven is an in-app mobile commerce platform that helps to sell your in-app items within your applications. I assume that you're an Android developer and have set up your PC or laptop for Android development. There are 4 basic steps in integrating Moven within your application. First, you would need to sign up and download the Moven SDK from moven.com. Next, register your application information on our Moven dashboard so that Moven can keep track of it. The third step, you would need to import the Moven SDK and use the Moven API to initiate the purchase of products. This portion requires some coding for integration with Moven. Lastly, submit the applications onto the Moven dashboard for your apps to be approved. Let's get started. You would need to sign up for a developer's account at moven.com. Fill in your credentials and you will immediately receive an email asking you to verify your account. That is all that's required for a Moven account. Once you have registered, log into the Moven dashboard using your credentials. Here you can access the link to the integration guide at our wiki page. Have access to the Moven SDK for Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Phone 7, and download the Moven white paper for reference. You can also customize the details of your app as well as your profile details. This dashboard provides a management system to track, trace, and monitor the performance of your applications. Before you start integrating the SDK, we will need you to provide information about your application and the products that you will be selling in order for us to keep track of and display to the end users. Click on Create New App to register your application. Fill up the details with regards to your application. Don't worry if you're not able to furnish the information today. You can always return later to edit the application information once you have finalized the details via the Manage Application button. Once you're done creating your application, your next step is to create a new product. Click on Next. For each Moven application, we can support multiple products of different types that you wish to sell within the application. This is controlled by the application and product details that you have registered on our website. Click on Create New Product. Enter the product name and description of how the product is to be used, which will be seen by users before they purchase. For example, we have a magical sword here as a product. Other than the basic information of the product, we will need you to indicate how you want to classify your product. There are 3 types of products that Moven can support. Activation products are software licenses meant for unlimited usage. Examples include new maps, advanced levels, or full versions of the app. Subscription products are time-based licenses, which will automatically expire based on your time requirements. Examples of these include monthly subscriptions to ebooks or mobile services. Consumable products are usage-based products defined manually within your code. These items could be used once or any number of times based on your custom settings. Gameplay Live, weapons, or avatar costumes are examples of consumables. Apart from the product type, we need you to indicate the pricing of the products. Moven supports PayPal, operator billing, prepaid credits, and credit cards. Enter a price that you would like to charge users if they select to purchase via PayPal. As for operator billing, the prices vary from country to country based on the currency, and for simplicity, we have provided 3 basic tiers to which you can quickly assign product prices to your products. You can also choose custom price under Custom Local Prices drop-down panel. At any time during development, or even after approval, if you would like to change your price, all you have to do is to return to Manage Apps and edit the price, which will then be updated to all users' handsets automatically. This can also be used as a feature for you to run promotional discounts and campaigns for your users in real time. Once you have finished registering your product, you would need to download the moven.xml file in order to get started with the code integration. Moven.xml is a configuration file which contains essential information such as the developer API key, application, and product information. Now, we will be integrating Movin SDK into your application. Inside the Movin SDK package, you will find all the necessary codes for integration and sample applications with examples you can refer to within the package. Over here, we are looking at a sample application without Movin integrated. Set up an Android application as per usual, be it a new or existing Android app that you already have. First, copy movin.xml file to resource values folder of the project. Second, modify manifest.xml. Add these following lines of code under application tag of Android manifest file to allow Movin to utilize some activities and services to run within your application. Third, import movin.jar into project. Movin.jar is a library which allows your application to utilize Movin services. So now you're ready to call upon the Movin API to handle the purchases. There is only one API that you need to know to utilize all of Movin's services for your in-app purchases. Now to integrate Movin APIs into user events, this is where the user will initiate the purchase of the product. We will need to, first, initialize Movin API in the class file. Make sure you invoke this method in your activities onCreate method when the application starts in order for the Movin API to function. Secondly, we will need to place the purchase API within the event handler that handles the purchase of a product by a user. This is where you can place your buy button of your products. This following line of code checks whether the user has already bought the product. Use this onActivityResult callback function outside your onCreate method to handle the three possible outcomes of transaction: successful, failed, cancelled. With this, you can control the user interface of your application to the corresponding outcomes of the transaction. Please remember to change the product ID of the individual product, as each one of them is unique. Thirdly, if the product is a consumable, you will need to invoke this Finish Consumable API for you to expire your product. That's all you need to start using Movin. You can now begin testing your development for the purchase experience within your application. When you're ready to launch your Movin-ized app, please remember to submit your app to us for review. The purpose of this review is to make sure there's no violation of developers' terms of use, sale of illegal content or services such as gambling and pornography. Return to Movin.com dashboard and click on Manage Apps tab. You will find your registered application in the pending list. Click on Send for Approval button. Here, upload the APK file of your application onto the dashboard. We will review your application and will revert to you within 5 working days through email. We have just shown you how easy it is to enable in-app purchases within your Android application through Movin. We hope you have found this video useful, and we look forward to the great applications that you'll be creating with Movin. We want to help make your application a success and earn more money together. To sign up, please visit movin.com. Should you have any queries, please do not hesitate to contact us at support@movin.com. Thank you for watching.